Hi, this is Chazz Palminteri, and if you're thinking about getting your eyes done, the only person to see is Dr. Rothman of Lasik of Nevada. I flew all the way from New York to be here, and Dr. Rothman did my eyes. And all I could say is, it's a miracle. I could see. You see Dr. Rothman of Lasik of Nevada.
From the Strip in fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada, this is Pub Crawl, where each week we struggle to recall our adventures in and around Las Vegas, giving a unique perspective on the best places to tear it up in the entertainment capital of the world. Now, without further ado, here are your hosts, Alicia and David Ivey.
Hey there, and welcome to Pub Crawl, the best source of Vegas-y drinking goodness. I'm Alicia.
I'm David. And before we do anything, thank the live studio audience.
Thank you. Welcome. And welcome, as always, the live chat room.
The live chat room. This is a brand new day. It's a whole new world that I'm not going to sing for you right now, but it is a whole new world of magic and fun. It's this is going to be a brand new Pub Crawl.
It's much more attractive than last time, too.
Yes. As you can tell, we're a little fancied up.
We're in top hats. Nice.
Yes,
nice.
a little fancied up.
Fancy.
Yeah, it's a very special night. And we're going to start off the special night the way we started off all special nights, by telling you how to get a hold of us.
Oh, do it.
Pubcrawl at VegasVideoNetwork.com. Pubcrawl at VegasVideoNetwork.com. Twitter, I'm Trek Vegas. We're Trek Vegas even. Also, take it away. Roku,
KSHP on Saturdays. Listen to us there.
Right. iTunes. YouTube. And that's it. Vegas Video Network. The network is blowing up like The Godfather. I don't even know what that means, but I know it's like a rap term. But
crazy.
I know. So you keep saying
Exciting things are happening.
Oh, man. I don't even know what I can say, so I'm not going to say nothing. But I'll tell you this.
Scott's going to have to kill you.
I know. I don't know. Okay. We're going to go to the very special, new and improved Cocktail of the Week. All right, it's not really improved or any different at all. All it is this is a very special cocktail to start off this very special night of newness.
Right.
This is our cocktail. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Ivy.
Yes, and we believe that we invented this
I believe
cocktail.
we did too. We have been drinking this particular cocktail for longer than any other single cocktail outside of maybe a rum and diet since we've met.
Yes, I think since our first date.
I know for a fact on our first date we had this very cocktail. And we did.
And what is this fine cocktail?
This cocktail is 1 part absinthe, 3 parts Diet 7-Up.
I don't think we started back when we were young with the Diet 7-Up.
I don't think we did because, well, I won't even tell you where we had it. But
I think we can.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Let's just say it was a theme park.
And let's just say it's where little kids were. And when you make this particular cocktail, it glows in black light.
Well, but it also smells like licorice. So
Right.
if there are children, families, security around, you don't smell like a boozer. You smell like licorice.
Smell like candy.
Yeah, so that was it's something we learned. You just bring a couple reasons that this is a good road beer. Because road beer also meaning something you could take with you. First off, its absinthe is like 4 billion proof. So you don't need a lot of it. You know, you could carry a flask of this around. It'll last you all day. You carry a flask of rum around, it's gone in an hour and a half. So we've learned, carry the absinthe.
All in moderation, though.
Yes.
That's just pretty strong.
Right, yes. So in fact, I probably won't even do a full shot. Well, I will. Why not? I haven't had a drink in 2 days. Let's just kick this off right.
And we actually ran into a couple of, I would call them kids, a couple weeks ago, and they were asking about absinthe. Like, where can we get it in town? Which bars can we go to? And
There's a lot
does it really have wormwood in it?
It does.
And it actually, yes, it does.
The new stuff does. And the really old stuff.
Yeah.
So it's funny, if you do happen to be carrying this around, so what we would do is carry a flask of that around. And then if you find a bottle of 7-Up, not a big one like that, but a little bottle, you can just pour it in. And now you smell like licorice.
Candy.
And you feel like the Green Fairy. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the Ivy. Now look, doesn't look like much, does it? but in black light, which would be really cool if we had one. This glows. So,
try it. But you have
if you want to know what
acquired taste,
our favorite flavor, our taste. If you were to taste the Ivies, if you were to lick the Ivies, this is what it would taste like.
Only certain parts of David.
This became a completely different show.
I don't taste like this.
So actually, it's a whole new show. Lick the Ivies.
Lick the Ivies with a little bit of absinthe in my belly. Let's get.
But before we go on, I have a drunk term.
Oh!
Don't forget.
Which I will probably be in a minute.
So this week's drunk term is top heavy. So this is unable to stand without wobbling, and this has actually been around since 1675. So that's a classic drunk term.
He's a bit top heavy.
It's a bit top heavy. So I might be top heavy after this.
Oh, yeah. Or maybe bottom heavy. This kind of hits pretty hard.
All heavy.
Anyways, take a break and come back with the show.
Oh, hi. I'm Kelly Clinton. That stuff. I wonder if Joan Rivers is watching. Oh, please. Oh, my God. Who cares? I don't have a different one. You know who watches this show? Wayne Newton.
You got that right, Kelly. I think you're absolutely beautiful and talented young lady. 5, 6, 9, 12. Talker shit.
More camera time for me. Hey, I wonder if Cher's watching.
Oh, please. I have so many other things to do.
Woo! Hi, I'm Kelly Clinton. I'm the host of Talktails, and you're watching the Vegas Video Network. That was horrible.
Give me back my absinthe.
Absinthe. Here you go.
Which we came about in a very peculiar way.
Well, we won't discuss that.
No, we won't. Ladies and gentlemen, part of our new format, part of the new thing we're doing right here is to give you more information that's a little more useful to use. And we got a lot of emails that we talked about last week saying, I'm coming to Vegas. I'm staying at the Sahara. And then I'd be like, don't, because it's closed. Or no, I'm going to stay at the Sands. I'm like, don't.
Who's your
it's
travel
closed.
Because he's a liar.
Been around for years.
And they're time traveling. How long's that email been in cyberspace? But I realized I listen to a lot of other travel thingies and podcasts and radio shows. And I'm really interested in certain, bits of information. And so what we decided to do was let's tackle some of the big things in Vegas. Certain resorts, top rum bars, top sports bars, just certain
themes.
Exact theme. We're just getting themey. That's all that's happening. So tonight's theme is one of my favorite places, your favorite places, our favorite places.
I'm so close to our home.
Mandalay Bay! Okay, we'll start at the top. I love Mandalay Bay. Not because it's within 2 miles of our house, which is pretty awesome, but good parking, just easy to get in and out of. I love the theme. Used to be in the old days, I thought it was too fancy. Remember when we were
What happened? Did you get fancier?
I got fancier.
With your top hat?
Exactly. So it is a little pricey, and it's got its ups and downs, and there's a million things to do in Mandalay Bay. We're going to run through
If you know where to go certain times, you can hit happy hour deals in most of the places.
But we don't have that information.
We might be able to
now you broke everybody's heart because now they'll be expecting that information.
Well, I think I could pop in with a couple things.
Okay, well, if you're staying at Mandalay Bay or close to Mandalay Bay or you're spending some time at Mandalay Bay, here's a list of things that we've done that I think is awesome.
We're just going to show the camera? Here,
yeah,
there you go. End of show.
Yeah. Of course, there's the big things like Shark Reef and that kind of stuff, the beach and all this.
Attractions.
Yeah, but we're pub crawl. We don't go for that stuff. So, starting on the pub list, Evening Call and Fat Tuesday. Funny, they're not associated. But Evening Call is at the one in, right when you're going to go into the mall out of Mandalay Bay.
This is the one going right into Luxor.
Nope, that's
the other
Fat
one.
Tuesday.
Okay, that's Fat Tuesday. The daiquiri.
They're both at each end of the mall. They're just basically mall places. And I wrote in my notes they're good if you're a child of 22. Now, for us, it's not our thing. I don't need to go to a daiquiri bar and get a foot-long daiquiri. I've never been to either one of them. I can't imagine why I would.
Yeah, we've never gone there, but we know a few people who go there and get a couple extra shots put in there, and that'll do you.
Well, if you're front-loading.
Yeah, if you're front-loading.
You're on the way to the bar, and you're getting a drink on the way to the bar. You know what? I just don't remember. We've been to Evening Call before we went to House of Blues one night. We were in line, and we went there and got something.
We did. It was pretty...
Just like a rum and Coke or something. But
yeah.
So anyway, I wouldn't just, whatever. Mix Lounge. Now we're talking. This is it's a super famous joint, top of the hotel. I guess a little bit of clarification on the Mandalay Bay. Mandalay Bay is 3 hotels in one. Yes, that's three hotels in one. It's the hotel, it's Mandalay Bay, and it's the Four Seasons. They're all on the same complex, and you kind of can't even tell when you've went from one to the other.
I think they designed it that way.
I think so too. I can't.
They want to keep the riffraff out.
Right. So the hotel is behind the sports book, right? But where Lion King is not going to be until I think they leave in December. But back there is where you get to the hotel. Mm-hmm. Go up to the 60-somethings floor. It's ridiculous. In fact, if any friend, I mean, that's just an absolute romantic, awesome place to go. The view is, I think, unparalleled in Vegas. I think.
One of the, what do you think, top 3 most romantic?
I can't even think about a place that could touch it. Stratosphere.
Is nice.
But the problem with Stratosphere, though, is you're in the stratosphere.
Mandarin Oriental is another one. It's got a great view.
Yeah, Mandarin, but that's lower, but more central. You're at the far end of the strip.
And Voodoo.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, Stratosphere's gotten a little bit better.
Oh, no, it has. No, I'm just saying, but the mix is really, really fancy. I think they're both very powerful. When you're up there, you feel like city looking up. It's really a pretty serious place. I love it. Expensive. I mean.
But worth it.
Okay, I always said, we had some friends that complained, like, it was $12 for a drink. I'm like, yeah, but this view does not build itself. You know, you can't. The view's got to be worth $5.
Yeah, and you're spending $15 for a martini, but you could sip on that and hang out there for an hour.
Yeah, it's awesome. We highly recommend that. If you're staying at Mandalay Bay, you got to at least go there once. There's a fancy restaurant up there too, but I don't know what it is. It doesn't have a name.
It has a name, but I don't remember the name.
Yeah, whatever. Poolside Casino. That is the biggest. That's the big secret that I'm going to reveal right now. The beach at Mandalay Bay, which is awesome, world famous beach, the beach with the waves and the sand. You can't get in unless you're staying there. Unless you say you're going to the casino. Because we learned in the state of Nevada, you cannot deny someone access to gaming. It's illegal. You can't do it. So if there's gaming anywhere, you can't charge to get to it, and you can't keep them away from it. That's a Nevada state gaming law.
Yeah, they will give you a special wristband, though, and kind of keep an eye on you.
I guess. They didn't care if we went. You go in there. So what you say is, it's a killer bar that looks over the beach. So you say, I want to go to the casino and play some video poker. Now, you might have to play some video poker, but they cannot deny you. They have to let you in. That's a law.
It is.
And if they do, because if they do say we can't let you in, you're like, well, let's see what the Nevada Gaming Board has to say about that. They go, oh, come on in, right, sir.
That restaurant's called Mix.
Is it really? Yeah. Okay.
Well,
apparently, it's super fancy.
Look at that. That's easy to remember.
That was from Kat on the live chat.
Oh, really?
Oh, thank you.
I know it's pretty fancy pants, but I've never eaten up there. So the casino pool, awesome. Again, probably not cheap, but if you're playing, it's probably free. So we've been in there, and then once you're down up there, you can run around the pool, have some fun in the pool.
But I wouldn't. But I do remember we did that. We had the other wristband, and you kind of have to hide it under your bracelets. If you're wearing bracelets, like we always do, because otherwise, I think it's like a yellow band. I don't know, something. It's different than everybody else. I'm just saying.
Boy,
be smart
party
about
pooper.
Be
Can you
smart
imagine?
about it.
All right, RM Seafood. The single best drinking experience of my lifetime was at RM Seafood. The single greatest night of Upstairs bar. Okay, that's an important distinction. Upstairs bar. RM stands for Moonin. And Moonin. Upstairs bar. We have a picture. Now, first off, it's a seafood joint, but they're famous for this ice cream deal, which we got.
Oh, yeah.
And I got a picture of it. Yeah, those are all the crazy different flavors of ice cream, and they give you a little card to figure out which one's which. Like one's like black pepper.
And if you get them all right, you win.
It's free.
Right? Yeah, you get the ice cream for free, but we didn't quite win.
No. But upstairs at the bar, we had. In fact, people have asked, "What's your favorite bar?" It used to be the RM Seafood upstairs bar because we had a bartender guy up there who now's over at Cosmo, which is where all the bartenders go. That was the night they brought us tea and little desserts, and like they steep their own gin. I mean, it's ridiculous up there.
So good.
It's so good. They have a great happy hour, but it's great bar upstairs at RM Seafood. One of the best bars in Vegas, hands down. I mean, the RM's right when you come into the mall from Mandalay Bay,
right across
upstairs.
from -5.
Speaking of that, -5 is right across the hall. I wasn't ready for it, but we're going to go to it now.
By the way, Bob calls that the Sweet 16 Challenge.
Yes, that's what that is. Yeah, you get 16 little ice creams, and they're not like disgusting. There's not like a booger flavored one. It's like one's like truffle and black pepper, and one's, I mean, there are kind of
like
savory.
Yeah, savory.
Yeah,
flavors.
there'll be like the foie gras one, which is kind of weird, but I thought it was great.
It was good.
They all kind of just taste like ice cream, though. Like,
Oh, it's a subtle flavor.
it is. It's but -5. World famous -5. That's the ice bar where everything's frozen. The glasses are frozen. The bar's frozen. Expensive, but we had a good time. That's a place I put in my notes. Good place for out-of-towners. We got friends in town? -5.
It is. I wouldn't go hang out there every weekend.
Well, the funny thing is that they've got a built-in you can't.
Limited, right? You can only be in there for a certain amount of time.
I think
Is that
so,
right?
but we learned you can't anyway. You're freezing your butt off. I mean, I know that sounds redundant, but you really are. It's really freezing. It's really -5 degrees.
And they give you parkas and stuff.
Yeah, they give you gloves, parkas, and a hat, and all, but it doesn't matter. It's like
I was freezing my ass off. So I actually went back inside the little
Got a
room
second
and
set of
got
gloves.
another set of gloves and put them on, and then the ice glass was frozen in my hand. I was like,
yeah, you can't. It's really an ingenious idea because you can't hang out there very long. It's just not. It's not. It's not really
great
-5.
business idea.
It's 5 degrees below 32, so that makes it 19.
Is there a drink minimum there?
No, but I think you buy them as you go in. Like when you get your ticket.
You get a free
So it's like a
drink
package. You pay
Yeah.
$X and then you get X number of
because
drinks.
I don't think you could bring your wallet in. Is there something like that you can't bring? Something you couldn't bring your stuff in.
You had to check your person.
Right. Yeah, so like you couldn't have camera, or it's kind of weird. It's kind of but you know what? Go in, have a good time. And if you're staying there, you got to do it one night. You're only going to be in there for a half hour. Trust me. It's just no way. You can handle it.
Where else are you going to find an ice bar?
Right. Monte Carlo at the other Monte Carlo.
I just found that last week.
Yeah, it's funny. It's from Florida. I guess there's these -5s around, so they just opened them here. Which is it's kind of neat when it's 115 outside to go in.
There's something similar on the Strip. There's a low temperature thing underground. I think it's by the M&M place.
Yes,
Right?
yes.
You know what I'm talking about?
I saw it when we were walking by one time, and I went. I think it is one of those ice bars.
But it's not
But
called -5.
But I remember it thinking, oh, that's pretty
Yeah,
clever.
you're right.
Right?
I remember seeing that last
We're
year.
so rarely right there.
And we never went in there.
I know. We've never been down those stairs. There's like an
it even
arcade down
there
there and
anymore?
stuff.
Well, I don't know.
Who knows?
It's been a while since I've been on that part of the Strip as well.
That's a
when you're
weird- that's a
there,
weird
you're
part of
never
the
on that
Strip.
side of the street.
But when we went down there, we're like, it's cold.
Oh, okay.
And okay, time to go back up and get
All right.
some M&M.
Yeah. Or go to the weird Grand Canyon store.
Right.
Which I have no idea.
I've never done that either.
That whole
Have you ever
area.
done- I mean, why would you go to the Strip and then go to the Grand Canyon?
I tell you this though,
You get a plushy Roadrunner.
we can't walk for 20 minutes out on the Strip anywhere in Vegas without seeing somebody with an M&M bag. So it's whoever, people do like the M&M.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
let's that's good. Burger Bar and Slice of Vegas are two bar. Burger Bar's been there for 15 years or whatever. It's a really fancy Burger Bar. We went there one time 10 years ago. I don't really know.
It was good.
I guess. Slice of Vegas, it's a pizza place next door. We just looked at the prices and went, never mind. It's probably good. They're in the mall.
The pizza looked good.
I guess. It's in the mall. We passed it by. But right next to Burger Bar, maybe my favorite thing on the list. Ooh, maybe not. Let's look at the next one.
No, it'd be the next
But
one.
Who Songs? Who Songs Mexican Cantina. Oh my God.
And we've talked about this before. It's got the best, hottest.
That's
salsa.
got the ghost chili salsa that you need to sign a waiver to eat. And we downed the whole bowl last time we were there, which was
Went
literally
on,
last
what,
weekend.
Sunday?
Yeah.
Last Sunday?
Great place.
We're
I
getting
think
bolder.
the best band in Las Vegas. People ask about live music. The best band in Las Vegas is at Who Songs. It's a 3-piece mariachi band that play nothing but rock and roll.
They're really good.
But they do it in mariachi.
They're like, hello.
Yeah, they're like on a dark desert highway. I was like, it's complete mariachi, but they do like classic rock.
Like Panama.
Yeah, I mean, probably.
Yeah.
But they got the guy with the big guitar and the trumpet guy, and
gather around your table.
It's literally the funnest band.
I'm in.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's so cool.
so good.
Is there more than one Who Song?
The original Who Songs is in
Vegas,
Ensenada.
though?
No, there's only one here.
That's the only one.
Yeah, it's a famous place in like Ensenada or somewhere like that. It's like a Carlson Charlie's and those places, but it's famous down there.
Yeah.
And then they just opened a little one up here.
Do those guys play every night?
Every time we're in there at weekends, they're always there. During the day, they're there.
Yeah.
I bet they've got a cool name. We see posters for them, but I never looked at what their name of them called. Let's go in there. It's what a brilliant idea. I wish I had their album. And then
Do they have an album?
No, I just if they did. Right next door to that, brand new, opened last year. It's a tie. Which one I like better? Reraw Irish Pub. That is.
I'm gonna have to say I like Reraw better.
Do you?
Yeah.
I think so too. Reraw is an amazing Irish bar. It's amazing. It's humongous.
It's deep.
Yeah, there's 8 bars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bars. There's 6 different rooms. One looks like a living room. One looks like a stage. It is
4, 5
phenomenal. Bands are great there too. This is in the mall. It's called Mandalay Place, the mall there.
They have locals deals on Friday.
Fridays. If there's any locals watching, Fridays at Reraw, you go in there, it's called a green card. They call it the green card. Locals get 40% off food on Fridays. 40%.
That is a screaming deal.
I think it's 10% all other days, but on Fridays it's 40%.
I think we have a new feature.
Yeah.
It just happened in the live chat.
Right.
Let's see. McMonster says, Alicia, please pour me one of those. I haven't had an absinthe in a long time. So we should do the virtual pour for the live chat.
Yes.
So,
You
here
said
we
it and then
go.
hold it up to the camera.
Right.
Go on, David.
I might actually use a real bottle.
I don't know. It's virtual.
Yeah, thanks for him.
I will have one for you, though.
That's it. So we're going to have a virtual pour for McMonster, which is not his real name, but that's how we're going to do it.
You don't know that.
Macaw.
Right.
He says, tell him Macaw, M-I-C-A-H. Does that ring a bell with you guys? That's Micah or Micah?
Oh.
No?
Micah?
Micah, M-I-C-A-H.
Micah Monster.
Oh, we know Micah.
So I have butchered his name. Sorry,
Right.
his or her. Sorry. Well, so far, this whole thing's going really well. Hey, by the way, this is brought to you by not Honey Jack. Not my fault.
So, Reraw, awesome. Just opened last year, right next door to they built it too, is a Guinness gift shop.
I think is it the first one?
I don't know. It's the best store.
They
In
have the
fact,
coolest stuff.
everybody, including Micah Monster, might get something for that from Christmas because I'm doing all of my shopping they have
They have slippers that are fuzzy Guinness
pint glasses. The Guinness store at Reraw. They've got the craziest Guinness stuff. It's so awesome. Anyway, but Reraw is an amazing place. If you're staying in Mandalay Bay, you're going to probably spend a good third of your meals and everything at Reraw, I would imagine, because it's just fun. Friday, Saturday night, Thursday. It's at nighttime. It's just jumping. There's live music. You're singing along, and it's fantastic.
When we do the VBN Christmas white elephant gift, and we see the Guinness.
Right.
We kind of
it's all Guinness gear. Yes.
If the box is this big.
It came from the Ivies.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're gonna know.
And if you say, I'm going to take that back, we know why.
Now, back into Mandalay Bay, you come out of Mandalay Place, which is their mall. It's funny, that's like the only mall where there's hookers walking around, which I think is awesome. At least I think they are.
Is it the only one?
Well, it's the only one I've seen. So you go, speaking of that, so you're back in the main bar, Eye Candy, which is the main central bar of Mandalay Bay, which is about the most expensive bar I think I've ever been to in my life. Shockingly, ridiculously expensive. I'd never drink there.
Are you talking about the time where we were getting martinis?
I'm just talking about we've been there several times, and it's like, are you kidding me?
It's about, what, 8 for a well drink and
It's more than
15
that. I think it's like
for,
12 to 15.
for a martini.
It's outrageous.
It's expensive.
But you know what? If you're a single guy, if you're a chick that wants a good drink spot for her, maybe a hooker or a guy looking for one, this would be the place for you. There's nothing but chicks. You got to choose which ones are working, which ones aren't. That's up to you, pal. I can't help you. But there's both. And it's
I would say
jumping.
a pretty young crowd, too.
It's a young crowd. Their music's pumping. That's what the kids call it today. It's pumping. They're spinning their pumping music. And
for the hookers.
But yeah, I don't know. There's a way better choices than that bar for me.
You know what? I've never noticed a lot of hookers there. I just figured maybe everybody looks like a hooker. I really wouldn't say that. Am I losing
What's
it?
your number one way of deciding that somebody is a hooker? Number one way.
If they sit they just sit there and they're on their phone and they're by themselves and there's an empty seat next to them, or guys approach them and then the guys go, how much?
Couldn't that be somebody's
And then they go
wife
away.
waiting for the husband to show?
Maybe. See, I never noticed that. A lot of really.
David.
I must be wrong.
No, what's
No, you're not, but I never.
What's your number one hooker dar?
You got a profile. You go,
Right.
you look at the clothes, and you go, all right, that's, first off, they're a little too attractive to be by themselves, and smoking and phone are a big deal. Sitting completely by themselves, shots of Patron, another dead giveaway.
Why Patron?
You're asking me, I'm telling you, shots of Patron. I don't know, they like Patron.
Have you ever thought someone was a hooker who ended up not being a hooker?
Never.
Or other way around? You say, oh, she
No,
looks
we're
like
pretty good.
I
think you can tell.
I remember being at a strip club once and thinking, oh, well,
that's
I shouldn't tell that story, but I will.
Yeah, go ahead, come on.
We're at a strip club, and this was back when I was in the Air Force.
Right.
There was this really sweet, innocent girl in the audience. I'm like, I don't understand what she's doing here. And it was amateur night.
Okay.
And then she came up and she was
Good.
good.
Okay.
Good. I'm like, I know nothing about. I have no dar. I have no hooker dar. I have no dancer dar.
Right.
And I did the same thing when you told me, oh, there's hookers at all the center bars. So I didn't know any better. Now I do.
Some bars more than others, but usually the center bar is where you're going to go. Because I'll tell you that right now, the hookers are not going to go to Re-Raw. They're not going to go to Who Songs. They're not going to go to House of Blues. They're going to go to the central bar. Where there's not families. It's just, that's where the businessmen go.
Yeah, like for conventions. Like I guess there has to be hookers in Mandalay Bay. And maybe I just didn't notice because there's always so many people there at that bar just cluttering. So I don't know. Seems like too chaotic.
If I was a hooker, I'd be there.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
guess.
good property.
That's where you'd have to go. Or the place I mentioned right beneath it, Mizuya Lounge, which is that's the bar right next to it. That's like a lounge where they got bands and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And I think they have gaming, so you might even be more lucky to get a girl there because the girls, the working girls, like the machines because they can see who's got money, they can see who's not. You're allowed. It's open 24 hours.
You get free drinks if you gamble.
Yeah, all that stuff. That's same thing. Again, we'd never go there. Too expensive for us. It's outrageous. When you can go down the hallway to Re-Raw or Who Songs or what's kind of the place is known for, House of Blues, which is in there. Awesome House of Blues, by the way. The second best House of Blues, I think, in the world. First being New Orleans.
That's the best.
Very similar to the New Orleans one. Funny enough, because the New Orleans
where
one...
Micah is right now.
Right. It's New Orleans one is voodoo themed, and this one's, what do they call it? Day of the Dead themed, right? So Santa Rio. Or Day of the, so it's very similar. It's all red with bottle caps everywhere. Very nice. Very cool. The inside of House of Blues is normal House of Blues. Don't even bother. But the outside area where the stage is, not one of the main big stages, but the little stage where bands, little bands play. Awesome bar, great happy hour, good food, just like any House of Blues. It's awesome. It's just you go in there. Again, if you're staying there, you're gonna probably eat half your meals at House of Blues and the other half at Re-Raw. Just in general.
Yeah, they've got happy hour appetizer deals.
Oh yeah, it's
cheap drinks. Actually, pretty cheap drinks.
Yeah, actually, for what it is, they're not bad. I mean, a beer is $6.
Mandalay Bay, it's
right,
like
a beer is $6. Eye candy, it's $9 or whatever. So you're way better off in House of Blues. There's the House of Blues Foundation room upstairs, which has got the same view as Mix, but we've never been up there. In my life, I've never even bothered.
But you can go up there. You don't have to pay that foundation fee.
No, nowadays,
go up there.
after 10:30, you can go up there. But I always kind of assume it's going to be kind of douchey. Because I'm guessing. Well, it's the people who belong to the House of Blues Foundation.
All right, so wait a minute. So the foundation room is associated with the House of Blues?
Well, it is, yes. The foundation room, they're in every city that there's House of Blues. There's usually upstairs. It's the fancy foundation room. If you're a founder of House of Blues,
right.
I mean, it's like $10,000 a year or whatever.
All right.
And you could be a founder.
That's a lot.
And you can go to this thing. Now, this one happens to open up to the public at 10:30. But normally it's a private club, and you have to be a founder to go.
I've heard of it. I didn't know they were associated.
Oh.
Yeah. It's supposed to be gorgeous inside, and
It's supposed to be.
We'll go check it out eventually.
My problem with it is, I think I'm so judging, and I don't know even what I'm talking about. But I'm assuming the people who go to this are the same people that have let's call it a 68 Les Paul custom, and they don't play guitar. They just got it hanging on the wall. You know those people? They got it hanging.
There's a picture right there of
It's a
that
gold
foundation.
top, you know, and it just got it sitting.
The guys who own a $30,000 Harley, and they drive it every other Saturday.
Right. Exactly. I'm assuming it's that crowd. I might be wrong. I could be totally wrong, but I'm assuming if you're in the House of Blues Founders, that's your thing. You've got a Prowler.
And I'm assuming
Or a Viper.
there's no drink deals in there either.
Prowler.
You know, you know what I mean? Or it's like because it's like not even a Prowler, not even a Viper, a Prowler.
Yeah.
It's like look up Prowler. You know.
Yeah, we know.
So anyway, so I would say our top picks for Mandalay Bay. No, granted, there's 100 other restaurants. In fact, there was a girl on this show, not on this show, but on top of the food chain a couple months ago on this very network, who's the head beverage whatever at Fleur. And we ran into her last weekend. And they've got an incredible cocktail list at Fleur, which is Fleur, used to be Fleur de Lis. It's that Richard Heller's like fancy schmancy, place that we can't afford to eat at.
They've actually
but they had a good happy hour.
Now. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know. But
So,
it wasn't
it's a place we're not going to go. Then there's Border Grill, which we hate. And there's Border Grill, you deserve all the crap you're going to get from us because you suck. Sorry, you suck.
What about it makes
the employees?
it suck?
I think we did a review of it. The employees suck.
Oh.
And they need to know, and you know what? Owners of Border Grill, who are the two ladies, you need to know your employees suck. We went in there with a Groupon, and they made fun of us for having a Groupon.
Really?
Yep.
Did we tell the story?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, they were so rude.
They made
to us.
fun of us.
How long ago was that story?
That was
A year ago.
Right. So you went in with the group on and they what?
They made fun, and then the employees were like joking with each other, like, aha, you got the people with the Groupon.
We sat at the bar, and then we
were like, oh my God. It was shocking.
We would still tip, and they're still getting paid for the Groupon.
It was.
You little jerks.
It was awful. I mean, and so I will say, I will scream from the mountaintop. Screw them. And you know what? And again, I would love for the management of what's that place, Border Grill, to hear this because they need to know. They spend a lot of money to get that Groupon on there, and to have your employees treat us like that, I'll never go in that place again.
I dig it.
Yeah.
Good.
It was horrible.
That's one of the 3 places we've ever been to that I'm like, forget it. We're getting out of here.
Because usually you go back. You never went back.
Never went back
because of that.
No.
I mean, they were openly making fun of us.
I don't understand.
Like we're too cheap to be in there.
Why would they do that? Though?
I don't know.
That's dumb.
It was awful. We're like, forget it. It was the bar staff. I mean, the wait staff, they were like older, but these were like kids. I don't know, whatever. It's like, you know what? You hired wrong, Border Grill. So screw you. Anyway, but there's all those kind of places. Strip Steak is in there. That China Star Grill thingy is in there. The place with all the big butts and boobs, Ariel. That we had
pretty good.
We had a drinking experience at Ariel. That was the third best thing I've ever had in my mouth. Was that Ariel? Isn't that kind of dirty sounding? But
Yeah.
it was some dessert wine we got in that place. That Charlie Palmer owned. He's got Charlie Palmer Steakhouse is in the hotel next, in the hotel. No, it's in Four Seasons. But he owns Ariel or runs Ariel. We went in there, got a couple cocktails, and the guy just poured us this glass of dessert wine. He went, oh, try this.
Because you were trying to see which types of wines you actually like, and he
It
just
was
gave you
like,
a sample. And it
I don't even like wine. And I was like, oh my God.
Well, they're supposed to have a pretty good wine selection.
Well, that's the place that has the huge tower with the wine angels that go up on the that's Ariel. So so oddly enough, we had a really good wine in there.
Yeah, go for you.
Call me crazy.
Sally talked about the foundation room here. She just checked out a Yelp review.
Right.
By the way, Sally is our #1 researcher. They're at the Vegas Video Network.
There we go.
Cheryl, where have you been? All right. She says that 2 things that you got to know. There are really only 2 things that you need to know about the foundation room. 1, it's on the roof of Mandalay Bay.
Right.
It has an excellent view. And 2, scantily clad dancers in bustiers, fishnet, and cheeky panties.
Oh, really?
Heels. Excellent.
Well,
Heavenly.
then we
Really?
have to go.
That's a lot of places.
I have a
though.
whole new respect for.
But that's a lot of places.
foundation room.
That's my only
Well, that's
concern with
true.
that. That's a lot of places. Hey, I would go.
How scantily clad?
We've been meaning to go there. You know what's weird? What's kind of cool about the foundation room is it's kind of hidden. We found the elevator, and it's kind of hard to find. It's kind of in this hallway. And the weird thing is it's an elevator with like a check-in desk in front of it. Like, are you part of the foundation? We're like, no. Like, oh.
Which is kind of how Mix is, too, if you just kind of wander up.
But Mix,
to
they
the
don't
desk.
ask you. You can just walk up. So, and in fact, that's something to realize. When people think, "Oh, can I get into Mexico?" No, just go. They just. It looks like you have to check in. You just get in the elevator.
Excuse me, sir. How do I get up?
It dumps you right on the floor.
Yeah, no, yeah.
You walk by the restaurant, look at the glass ball thing.
Yeah,
that's about $1 million. Right, and then you get your
yeah.
No, it's pretty awesome. So Mandalay Bay in general is a great place. I don't know. I mean, even for families with all the other anemones and anonymities
hookers
that they have, but for us, they got 50 bars in there. Oh, Red Square. We didn't even talk about Red Square. Red Square.
That came up. A cat said, "What about the Russian place, Red Square?"
That's funny. I've got it in my notes, and it says behind the cage, rip off. Pretty cool, but we actually that was like the $16 beef stroganoff.
16.
It was 60.
Oh,
no, our bill. But my one dish was 16. It wasn't that good as beef stroganoff. Not the whole bill. That wasn't 60.
No, our bill was like I think it was $80.
Yeah, for a couple drinks.
We split a beef stroganoff and had like 2 shots of vodka. It was like $80. We're like, you know what? Never. It looked awesome. The look of Red Square
Were you full when you left?
Amazing. No, we went and ate.
No.
It was kind of like our thing at Joe's Stone Crab. When you spend $80 and then you go eat afterwards, you're like, I'm really never going to. That's done. It's beautiful. On the inside, it's got that like, the walls are kind of ripped down and like there's like ripped off posters. Some those big Russian posters. Right. It's a lot of propaganda stuff. It looks incredible. They got that little room where you go in, they give you the parka, and it's all the vodkas. And then they give you like the really fancy fur-lined parkas, and you could get all these vodkas. And they have the caviar.
Caviar.
They don't.
Caviar.
They don't.
Not anymore?
Nope. Oh. That's why I didn't put it in the notes.
Helps. They used to. We haven't been back there in a long time.
You haven't. How was wherever you were? Never mind.
But no, we've been there, and there used to be Rum Jungle next door too, but it's gone. It's going to be a Cirque du Soleil themed bar restaurant. I don't know what that's going to be. We just walked by.
It's going to be awesome.
It's got to be.
They're going to like fall out of the ceiling and just bring you your food.
Some girl's going to.
I know, a Cirque du Soleil themed bar. That's where Rum Jungle used to be. That was a pretty awesome place too.
I never been in there.
Got high ceilings.
The weird thing about the Rum Jungle is it was what do they call it? A carniceria or whatever that stuff is, where the Brazilian steakhouse.
Oh,
it was one of those. But who knew? It didn't say that.
I had no idea about that.
Yeah, who knew it was? Who knew that's what it was?
One of those at the Mirage.
Is there one at the Mirage?
Yeah, there's a Brazilian steakhouse in the Mirage. Probably somebody in the live chat remembers the name.
Oh, there is. Yes, there is. Rio.
It's right by. It's right by the Revolution Bar.
Right next to BB King's.
It's got a one-word name.
It's like Rio or something.
I had no idea that the rum bar was the same.
Yeah, that's what it was.
I'm sorry, the other place was the same.
The big ones in town are Texas de Brazil.
Is it Samba or something like that?
Yes.
Does that sound right?
I think so.
And everybody's raving about Fuca de Pupo, but
yes, Fuca de Pupo.
It's supposed to be really good.
Yeah, I know.
Fuca de Chow.
Yeah, but
where is Fuca de Pupo?
It's in the
on Restaurant
Row. Right next to Bahama Breeze. And
is it really called Fuca de Pupo?
No,
something like that. I feel like I'm trying to look that up on the Google. I'm not getting
it. No. What is it?
Fogo de Chow.
Yes, it. Fogo de Chow.
So, all right, have it.
Anyway, so that's Mandalay Bay. I think Mandalay Bay is awesome.
Fugu de Pupu.
And
Fugu de Pupu.
But going through this list, I couldn't believe how much there is in this one property. And like I said, this is about half of it because we didn't hit any of the restaurant bars. I mean, it's just crazy how much there is in that. And then
they've got that awesome sock store right there.
I always want to call it the sock exchange, but it's the sock market. Because the sock exchange would be kind of weird. They sell nothing but socks.
You bring in your old napkins.
I know. I'd always call it sock exchange. I thought that'd be a clever name.
Yeah,
have you spent time in the hotel, which is going to be rebranded eventually to something else?
Well, just mix. Oh. And we've been to the cafe, and I went to the bathroom, and I took the crap in the hotel. Like everything in there is called. It's the lobby in the lounge. It's like. Can I take the dump in the bathroom, please?
Yeah, one of the best bathrooms I've ever seen. And now I think the crap.
It's the head or whatever it is.
The dump. Well done, David.
Well, I didn't, but I'm just saying. But it's everything is the capital THE and then small, whatever. It's like, but I like the hotel. I like the whole complex. fact, we have a little top secret little thing about we park over at the Four Seasons, valet at the Four Seasons, and then walk through a little secret door into Mandalay Bay. For 2 reasons. One, it's close and the valley's always open, even if Mandalay Bay's slammed. And 2, you feel like a total rock star. Because they're like, who is that coming out of Four Seasons?
You're like, good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, like, exactly. Like, oh, step right this way. So that's our other little secret is to do that.
I have a top hat, by the way.
Mm-hmm. You did notice I have a top hat. Yes. So Mandalay Bay, awesome. And like I said, on this road through the mall, it's going to lead you right into Luxor. That's a whole other world that we haven't even touched on yet, which we're not going to tonight.
No.
But anyway, there's some Mandalay Bay fun stuff to have.
Plenty of fun to be had.
Take a quick break and come back. Yeah?
Yeah.
You know, one of the things I like best about the Vegas Video Network are the people. There are no divas here. Everyone is exactly the same off camera as they are on.
Hey guys, what's cocktail of the week this week?
You know what? I'll let you know what it is when it's time for you to know what it is. Why don't you get off the stage and get back in your production hole? Oh my God. You know what? And tell cheap-ass Whitney to get us some decent brand liquor. This hobo off-ramp crap ain't cutting it. God, idiots.
Totally.
And we're back. Right now we would normally maybe read some email, maybe give you a tip, maybe something. But we need your help, people. We're reaching out. This isn't about us anymore. This is important, damn it. Something has happened. And I can't, this trivial going to bars and all this is fine. But we have a problem. One of the team, as we say, this is a rule we have, don't get out of the boat. If you've ever seen Apocalypse Now, you know, don't get out of the boat.
Bad idea.
Now, that was that we learned that rule in New Orleans. Don't get out of the boat. If you're all together, stay in the boat. And one guy's always got to go. There's got to be some mangoes around here somewhere. Next thing you know, there's a tiger chasing you. Don't get out of the boat. One of our team, our family. Show the picture, Jacob. Look at that. Missing! Rat is missing! That's the last known picture of him. That's 4 drinks he had right there. And he's passed out at Davy's locker. And that's the last we've seen of him. And I'm not kidding. He literally is missing. I have no idea where he went.
And he looks pretty skinny right there, too. I'm very concerned.
I know, look, he's wasting away. He's out somewhere on the street, hungry. He doesn't have his medication.
Hard to be a rat.
And I mean, what are you going to do?
So we're searching. So
we literally, everybody's wondering what happened to Rat. We have not seen him. So now it's official. I'm putting it out there. I was going to put him on a milk crate, but no one would know him drinks milk.
The cats do.
He's got to be on the side of like an absinthe bottle.
Put on a cat.
Maybe.
Yeah, got to put him on the side of a Jim Beam bottle so people could find this guy. He's gone. So we're hoping.
We're looking for Rat.
We're looking for Rat.
We've seen
We
him.
hope he'll be back.
He's in Vegas. I hope still in Vegas. And I'm not kidding. It sounds like, oh, because it's shtick. It's not shtick. We can't find it. It's not shtick.
He's missing.
He's gone. So hopefully he's coming back. But we got to find him first. So God bless Rat. But, I know. God bless Rat. And if you have our little Rat, bring him home. So anyway, if you'd like to get a hold of us to tell us where Rat may be, we are at pubcrawl at vegasvideonetwork.com, pubcrawl at vegasvideonetwork.com. Twitter, we are Trek Vegas because we trek through Vegas.
In Vegas.
And the network is Vegas Video Network. iTunes, 5-star reviews, we like them. Mm-hmm. Audio and video. I personally do the audio.
Oh, very nice.
Just
Great line on the live chat for Rat. Check Chris Phillips' place. Here's Zoe Bowie, for those of you who don't know.
You never know. You never know. I don't know where he might be.
Yeah.
It's under someone's bed, I'm assuming. YouTube. We have a YouTube channel. Roku. You have a little Roku. KSHP, 1400 AM every Saturday afternoon. If you're right here in Las Vegas, you can listen to us not live, but on the radio.
Which is almost just as good.
Live chat room. Thank you very much, live chat room. And live studio audience. Until next time, remember, Pub Crawl urges you to drink responsibly, which we are not doing right now. And remember, we don't make stuff up. But we do leave stuff out, which we did tonight. Until next week, or week after next. 2 weeks.
Cheers.
Cheers.